Page 113. This is the improvising with chord symbols at the bottom of the page. We get to make up the melody. You can use whatever rhythm you want, or you can use their suggested rhythm. They're giving us the chord sequence in numbers, Roman numerals, in relation to the key signature. 1 sharp, we're in the key of G major. It says it's in G major. Oh, that's nice. So I'd say first thing I do is get the melody, but in this case, you got to get the chords first because the melody has to fit the chords. And for the melody, we're going to use primarily notes that are in the chord or sound good with the chord. 3 or 4 time signature, let's just do the chords. In G major, we have a 1 chord, and since I got to play notes and the melody is similar to the chords, I'm going to do both hands here. Here, G, that's a 1 chord, and then we have a 6 chord. 6. I'll go down here. Down here, an E minor chord. And then we have this secondary dominant. 5, 6, 5. That is a 5, 7 chord in first inversion here. But we want the 5 of that. So if this is a 1 chord, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5 chord. I want the 5 of that. I got to go up another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I come down here. So it is this chord. That's the 5 of 5, except we want a 5, 7, we want a dominant, which means this has to be a major, so I got to use C sharps. And then add the minor 7th. Got that. The 5 of 5 is going to probably resolve to the 5, and if we look at the 3rd measure, the 5 of 5, in the 4th measure, it's a 5, it resolves to the 5 chord. Yeah. And then in the 2nd line, we got the 5 chord in root position, then the 6 chord again. Remember the 6 chord in G, the 6 chord is here. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's here. And then the 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. No, it's a 7 chord. The 6, 5 tells you it's a 7 chord because in order to get a 6, 5, the inversion, it has to be a 7 chord. It's just the regular thing we've been doing. Now, if you look at measure 4, the 5 chord, they're showing that in root position. If I do these in root position, I got to do that. And then the 5 chord, it's here. Well, prior to that 5, 7, and 5, well, if I would just use this arrangement of it, leave out that note. It's a similar arrangement to this. 5 to 1, 5, 7 to 1. Well, that's what this is, except it's resolving to the 5, so we just use that one. Because then in measure 5, you want root again on the 5 chord, and then they want root on the 6 chord, and then the 5, 7, and 5, 5, 7 chord, too many numbers, and 1. Okay, that's sort of where it is, and I don't know if it's down here or here. It can be anywhere it wants because it's my melody. I can do the melody anywhere I want because that's me. So we'll start here. See, these are in the chord, and I use that as just a passing note. It's just passing between them. That's all. Connecting note, whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. And the here. Remember the 5 is here. We're going to go here. Then 5 chord again, and then the 6 chord, and then the 5, 7, and 5. Something like that. I kind of stayed in it. I'm not real good at this melodies creation stuff, not creative. But that's sort of the idea what you're doing. I'm going kind of fast because you're already bored, so let's just finish it up. Now they want us to do this pattern, the chuck chuck pattern. So we do here, then the 6 chord, then here, and 5 again, 6, something like that. You try that. Try other patterns. This. chords and see. You don't have to use quarter notes. Yeah. You decide. Just play around with it and have fun with it. They're not asking us to transpose this. Imagine that. You could. No, it's fine. We've suffered enough. That's it. If you have questions, you know the drill. Ask your teacher.